Hello students, welcome to my channel Maske sir. So friend, in today's video we are going to see warming up activities, English workshop and activities from a language study section of the poem Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by one of the renowned poet Robert Lee Frost. So let's get started. Begin with warming up activities, which includes chit chat. Share this chat with your benchmate, classmates. Where did you go for a picnic recently? Answer: I went to Mahabaleshwar for a picnic recently. Who all accompanied you? My family and friends accompanied me. Question number 3. Why did you select that picnic spot? Answer: I selected that picnic spot because it is one of the coolest place in Maharashtra and because of its natural beauty. What games, food, sights did you enjoy there? I enjoyed there boating, swimming and so many water sports and sightseeing. What did you feel when it was time to return home? When it was time to return home, I felt so sad. From group of 4 to 6 students, every student should close his or her eyes as the group leader reads aloud the following lines. The students try to create a picture in his her mind. Later, each one gives a heading for each description. खाली काय तुम्हाला डिस्क्रिप्शन दिलेले आहेत आणि ते डिस्क्रिप्शन ऐकून ते वर्णन ऐकून त्या डिस्क्रिप्शनसाठी आपल्याला एक सुटेबल अशी हेडिंग द्यायची आहे. सो इट इज अ गेम दॅट कॅन बी प्लेड इन युअर classroom. So 1. Bright blue sky, soft white clouds sweeping by tiny specks of birds flying high, sun playing hide and seek behind the clouds. So we can give a heading of the beauty of the sky. So you are free to give your own. तुम्ही तुमचं स्वतःची हेडिंग सुद्धा या ठिकाणी देऊ शकता. नंबर 2. Miles of smooth barren land, sparkling sand stretched till the horizon in wave-like forms, thorny cacti propping here and there. An occasional cluster of palms provide a shade spot, a caravan of camels moving in a line in the distance. So as you know, it is the description of a desert. So the heading will be life in the desert. Such a figurative description that creates a mental picture in the mind of the reader listener is called imagery. It is a poetic device that enhances the poem. की अशा प्रकारचे एक शाब्दिक चित्र एखादं वर्णन वाचून आपल्या डोक्यामध्ये आपल्या मनामध्ये एक जे शाब्दिक चित्र तयार होते अशा प्रकारच्याच हा एक काव्यात्मक परिणाम आहे की ज्याला आपण इंग्रजीमध्ये इमॅगरी असं म्हणतो की नुसतं शब्द वाचून त्या शब्दाचं एक शब्दचित्र आपल्या मनामध्ये तयार होते. So look at the picture and frame questions. Where are the trekkers trekking? Are the trekkers well equipped? Are the trekkers carrying camping equipment with them? In which season is it? And in which region do you find such trekkers? So you are free to write your own questions. Margin questions. Where has the poet stopped? The poet has stopped in the woods. What season of the year is described here? Winter is the season described here. What time of the day is described here? Evening is the time of the day described here. On what date every year is the darkest evening? Answer. On 21st of December is the date of every year when the evening is dark. List the sounds mentioned in the poem. Answer. Harness bells, sound of wind, sound of soft feathery like snowflakes falling from the sky are the sounds mentioned in the poem. Why does the traveler have to leave the lovely woods? की ट्रॅव्हलर्स म्हणजे या प्रवाशाला ते सुंदर असं जंगल का सोडून जावं लागत आहे? आन्सर. द ट्रॅव्हलर हॅज टू लिव्ह द लवली वूड्स बिकॉज ही हॅज प्रॉमिसेस टू कीप अँड माइल्स टू गो. त्याने जे काही त्याचे जे काही जबाबदार आहेत, त्याने जे काही वचनं दिलेली आहेत त्यांची पूर्तता करण्यासाठी त्याला पुढं जायचं आहे. म्हणूनच त्याला त्या ठिकाणी ते सुंदर असं जंगल सोडावं लागणार होतं. So some of the activities from English workshop. Put right mark in front of true statements or wrong mark in front of false statements. The speaker stops to watch rain falling among the trees, so it is a wrong statement. The owner of the wood is known to the speaker. It is a right statement. The horse is worried about the cold and wants to keep going, so it is also a false statement. The speaker doesn't emphasize upon the beauty of woods he is passing through, so it is also a false statement. Find out lines from the poem as a proof for the following explanations. आता खाली आपल्याला काही एक्सप्लेनेशन दिलेले आहेत, त्याच्या प्रूफ म्हणून आपल्याला कवितेच्या ओळी या ठिकाणी ॲज इट इज लिहावायच्या आहेत. There is no one to catch the speaker trespassing. Lines are, he will not see me stopping here to watch his woods filling up with the snow. The little horse draws his master's attention. की जो छोटा घोडा आहे तो आपल्या मालकाचं लक्ष वेधून घेतो. He gives his harness bell a shake. His horse seems anxious to keep going. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. So these are the lines that proves that the horse of the narrator speaker is anxious to keep going. The speaker prefers to stay but is forced to move onwards. की कवीला त्या ठिकाणी राहावंसं वाटते पण त्याला पुढं जावंच लागणार आहे. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. The poem is set in the bygone era. My little horse must think it queer. The poem is believed to have a reference to the poet's life itself. What could the following signify? Choose from the brackets below. की ही जी कविता आहे ॲक्च्युली कविता म्हणजेच कवीच्या स्वतःचा एक जीवन प्रवास आहे, त्याच्या जीवनातील एक अनुभव आहे. मग ते आपल्याला काय दाखवतो तेच आपल्याला ब्रॅकेटमधले शब्द निवडून ते पूर्ण करावायचा आहे. ब्रॅकेटमध्ये आपल्याला शब्द दिलेले आहेत. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, द स्पीकर्स जर्नी इज द लाईफ ऑफ द स्पीकर. स्नो इव्हिनिंग, ओल्ड एज, लवली डीप डार्क वुड्स, एव्हरलास्टिंग पीस, promises, duties and responsibilities, and sleep signifies death of the speaker. Tell whether the rhyme scheme of the following stanzas is right or wrong. For the wrong rhyme scheme, give the correct one. Number 1, stanza 1, AABA, so it is the correct rhyme scheme. Stanza 2, BBCB, so it is wrong, and AABA is the right rhyme scheme. Stanza 3, CCDC, wrong, it is AABA. And number 4, DDED is the wrong rhyme scheme. The correct rhyme scheme is AAAA. Give your own rhyming words for the following: house, mouse; wind, skinned; woods, goods; dark, bark; easy, breezy; watch, notch. मॅच द लाईन्स ऑफ द पोएम विथ द फिगर ऑफ स्पीच, की कवितेच्या काही ओळी दिलेल्या आहेत त्या अलंकारासोबत आपल्याला त्यांच्या योग्य त्या जोड्या लावायच्या आहेत. ग्रुप ए अँड ग्रुप बी. सो द आन्सर इज number 1, whose words these are, I think, I know. So it is an example of inversion because words are not in correct prose order. The order of the words is changed because of some special poetic effect. शब्दांचा क्रम ज्या ठिकाणी बदलून एक काव्यात्मक परिणाम साधला जातो त्या ठिकाणी इन्व्हर्जन नावाचा अलंकार होतो. The words are lovely, dark and deep. So it is an example of alliteration because the sound of D is pleasantly repeated. And miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. So it is an example of repetition because the lines are repeated. My little horse must think it queer. It is a personification because horse is personified as a human being who thinks like us. Match the words given in group A with their meanings in group B. की म्हणजे सिनॉनिम्सच्या काय करते आपल्याला या ठिकाणी मॅचिंग जोड्या लावायच्या आहेत. आन्सर्स आर मिस्टेक्स, एरर; डाउनी फ्लेक्स, सॉफ्ट स्नो फॉलिंग; वुड्स, जंगल; क्वेर, स्ट्रेंज. Complete the following web diagrams by adding suitable describing words in the boxes. So one is done for you. आपल्याला वेब डायग्राम पूर्ण करायचे आहेत. एक आपल्याला उदाहरण त्यासाठी पूर्ण करून दिलेलं आहे. विंड, स्टॉर्मी; कोल्ड, हॉट; strong and waste. So you are also free to write your own words. Evening, pleasant; darkest; cold; beautiful and calm. Pick out lines from the poem that contain imagery. Write them in your own notebook. कवितेतल्या अशा ओळी आपल्याला घ्यायच्या आहेत की ज्याच्यामध्ये इमॅग्री आहे. आता इमॅग्रीचं स्पष्टीकरण मी अगदी सुरुवातीला दिलेलं आहे की अशी शब्दरचना की जी आपल्या डोळ्यासमोर आपल्या मनामध्ये एक शब्दचित्र निर्माण करते. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, टू वॉच हिज वुड्स फिल अप विथ स्नो; बिटवीन द वुड्स अँड फ्रोझन लेक; द डार्केस्ट इव्हिनिंग ऑफ द इयर; द ओनली other sounds, the sweep of the easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep. So these are the lines from the poem that contain imagery. Prepare a set of questions to interview a person who has just returned from a trek in the woods. की ट्रेकिंग करून नुकताच एका परतलेल्या व्यक्तीचा तुम्हाला इंटरव्ह्यू घेण्यासाठी एक 10 प्रश्नांचा सेट तुम्हाला त्या ठिकाणी तयार करावायचा आहे. नंबर 1, वेअर डिड यू गेट इन्स्पिरेशन फ्रॉम ट्रेकिंग ॲज अ हॉबी? What was it difficult? What equipment did you carry on trek? How concerned were you about the attitude? What type of accommodation was provided on the trek? What did you eat and drink during the trek? What did you notice while visiting a new place? Which are the best trekking sites in India according to you? Why did you choose this place for trekking? And what is your message to the youngsters? अ पर्सन हु हॅज रिसेंटली स्केल्ड माउंट एव्हरेस्ट की अशा एका नुकत्याच व्यक्तीचा तुम्हाला इंटरव्ह्यू घ्यायचा आहे की जो माउंट एव्हरेस्टवर चढाई करून परतलेला आहे. क्वेश्चन 1. What preparations did you make before the climb? How did you stay fit and healthy? What did you do to make your journey more interesting? What type of foods did you take with you while climbing? How long did it take you to reach the highest peak? What were the hardships you faced during the climb? What was the most difficult part of your climbing? How were you how were your feelings when you reached the top of Mount Everest? What did you do there when you reached? And what message would you like to give to the youngsters? So these are the sets of questions that you may use while interviewing a person who has recently scaled Mount Everest, the highest peak of the world. So friends, thank you very much for watching the video. So if you are still new to my channel, please subscribe the channel and like and share the video.